We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thính, vì thứ pháp hội cấp nhật thiết chúng sanh, thính chuyên diệu pháp luân giáo đạo ngã mùng, như há liêu sanh thoát tư ly hô đạt lạc, tốc chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Saranto Suchedo Ye Ulahudi San Miao San Puto Xie. Nam mô Thác Đắc Tha Tô Già Đà Già A La Ha Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Thoa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual principles. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai qian wan jie nan zao yu wo jin jie wen de shou qi Yuan Jie Ru Lai Zheng Shi Yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Huineng, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, is it tonight? Is Jing Liang Ta Shi. Okay, I'm sorry. Great Master Jing Liang and Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good advisors of Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨精良大士师父上人各位出家人各位善知识弥陀佛 Chư Phật Bồ Tát kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Hòa thượng Tiên Hoa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện sư tất cả Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone. Today is what day is today? 26th of January 2024. Thank you for joining us here at Go Force to continue discussing the prologue to the Avatamsaka Sutra. All right, we're glad you're here. This also marks the last week as well, the beginning of the last week of the Chanchi here that we have this year, and so let's try to make the best of it. So feel free to ask questions, any kind of question. This is why we're here. Okay. So we're on slide 749. JC question. Go ahead, JC.
Hello, I have a question from yesterday's lecture. Master mentioned about the platform. Is this the platform of precepts, or is it a different kind of platform?
Which platform was I referring to? Is that the Shrangama mantra practice?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's different. A platform here, that's the one that the people who practice the Shrangama mantra in particular, they're supposed to set up this platform so that they can have the proper environment for the practice, because this practice is pretty intense and rather dangerous, and therefore you need the right environment. This is the insights of the great sages. Okay, and this is the Shrangama mantra is the most powerful mantra in Buddhism in the world, according to the Master YongHua, in the universe. Thank you. You will not find anything more powerful, meaning that with this particular Dharma door, this particular mantra here is invincible. You can defeat all your opponents. Okay, and therefore, we because of that reputation, when you practice it, they are watching you day and night and looking for ways to harm you, discourage you from the practice, and even derail you from your practice. Okay, so that's why that's why the people in the know, the one who specialize in Shrangama mantra, they should set up this platform for their own protection. Does that answer your question?
Hello, Master. So Master, so what is the platform made of? Is this made of some like left on people, or is it made of some bricks, like stairs? Like, is it made of some invisible protectors? What does it really mean, platform?
Platform is basically you recite these mantras to set up the boundaries, and then we'll bring in the Dharma protectors to guard you day and night for your practice. So this only pertains to the Dharma protectors who specialize in protecting your Shrangama mantra practice, not just regular practice. The regular Dharma protectors, like the Eightfold Divisions, who specialize who's in charge of providing assistance and protection for the way places, all way places. Okay, it's very, very specialized. All right. You too.
Thank you, Master. We have a question from Daniel Wisniewski. He'd like to ask you about dairy products and also bone broth, whether they are vegetarian or not. He says because in his opinion, they are still animal products which contain its DNA. So I think he's asking whether they're permissible or not.
What's bone products?
It's called bone broth. It's like when they get a lot of let's say beef bones, and they boil them a long time to leach out perhaps some protein or nutrients from the bones of the animal, and they make it into a broth. So it seems to be a popular thing people are drinking nowadays, like with their lunch or dinner or something like that. They find it has a lot of nutrients.
We have it too in Vietnam. Bone broth. You eat pho all the time, don't you? Yeah. oxtail bones. If you want to make real good pho, you need to have oxtail bones. This is a secret of the great pho broth is oxtail bones. Sorry, was there someone that's trying to raise? Someone has a question here, comment here.
I was going to comment that the same thing in China. My mom used to really make those broths, bone broths, and she thinks it helps for all kinds of things like grow taller, like when you say you have broken bone, it helps it heals better. So it's been in Asian culture for a long time, but it's kind of funny that they start to sell those in very expensive bottles in Whole Foods. That's like a very small bottle for like $10, where we drink like large quantities in Asia. It's a lot cheaper. Just comment. It's a fad. It's kind of like a trendy thing right now.
Yeah, it's capitalism. I admire capitalism and Donald Trump. I was having lunch today with my people. And I said, I finally reveal why I admire, really deep down, admire Donald Trump so much. Because he is the epitome of capitalism. Okay, he is at home. At home, he's the king, right? No one, he listens to no one. Am I correct? Yeah, no one. He does what he pleases. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, welcome. Hello, King. Welcome to your empire. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're here, honey. Okay, everything will be okay. Slap the ghost. And so I admire the guy because his prior life, before he went into politics, he was losing his shirt. He had to declare bankruptcy like 20,000 times in his real estate empire, and then he finally found a way to make money without ever risking a single cent, a dime of his, and have endless money for his stupidity. When he gets in trouble, raise money to pay for his legal fees and fines and so forth. Hey, you like that, huh, Emperor? Only I appreciate you, boy. Anyway, so that's the epitome of capitalism. So what were you complaining about? People make money off animal bones. I'm happy for them. Okay, so the question from Daniel Wisniewski is that he says, was it milk and cheese and butter? Did he mention butter? Anyway, American butter is terrible. Are animal products, so therefore bone broth is also, should be in the same categories. Are they? Be careful, folks. When you talk to me, I listen to your assumptions. You agree with that assumption? Are they the same thing? No. They're not. I don't know how to call you, gray hair lady. Give her a microphone. Why do you think they're different?
Because you have to kill the animal to get the bone to cook with.
Oh, I heard that word, the magic word. Kill. That's capitalism, yes. That's Donald Trump. I'm sorry. You have to kill an animal to make the bone broth. Do you have to kill an animal to make butter? No. Just squeeze them a little bit. Okay? It's a huge difference in the sourcing of the product. One is inflicts a lot of pain on the animal. And actually, it's not just pain, folks. It creates this vicious karmic cycles called killing cycles. That's the beginning and the creation of blood deaths, of wars, of misery, of destruction, earthquakes, calamities, and so forth. Okay? For what? For profit? For pleasure? It's okay to enjoy every now and then the pho and so forth. I have no problem with it. But if this is all you can think of, and you assume that Sarita Paribas, everything is equal. No, it's not equal. So they're absolutely not. They're not the same thing, and that's reason number one. Reason number two. Dairy products are actually okay as far as the Buddhas are concerned. The Buddhas before they become Buddhas, they need this rice gruel in India. Indian rice gruel, I like to call it. That's how the Buddha could recover quickly his stamina, his strength, in order to meditate, and that's how he became a Buddha. All right? And so, if you look at the story of the Buddha, actually, those dairy products, those milk products, if you don't have any allergy to them, actually, it's very good for you. That's all, for some of you. And if it's some of you, so we like to preserve it so that some of you can become Buddhas. DTT.
Master, thank you. I would like to inform that there are newcomer Patricia from Mexico arrived at DTT today. That's all.
Welcome. How do you say welcome in Bienvenido? Glad you. Hey, hello everyone. Yeah. Wow, last week. This is when. This is our
Hello.
last week. Yeah. Hola.
Hola. Hello, Master. Thank you very much.
Glad you're here. And she can sit 2 hours in full lotus. Yeah? No?
No. Not yet, Master,
Not yet. Work on it.
but I will try.
Okay, very good. Welcome. Okay, what made you decide to come to the last week of Chanchi? Also, the week, almost Lunar New Year as well. We Asians are pretty excited. We go shopping now. All the Asian supermarkets, it's crazy.
Well, first, I'm sorry for my bad English.
Okay.
But I came here
we have
because
Spanish translation.
Okay, I came here because I met Chan in May 2023 in Madrid, and I go back to Mexico and ask for my visa, and then give me the visa. So I want to came here to practice with the Sangha. And with you, Master.
Oh, wow, how adventuresome. She went to Madrid to learn Chan, and then come to DTT to perfect it and become enlightened. I'm warning you.
I hope so.
Well, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. What were we?
Thank you,
How
Master.
come Chan got to Madrid?
What?
How did you? Who was teaching Chan in Madrid?
I don't understand, sorry, Master.
Where did you learn Chan in Madrid from?
Okay. I met there Venerable Xianye and Venerable Xianshou.
Okay. That gentleman did a lot of good. Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. All right. Anyone else has any comments, questions? Yes, siete.
Master, so I have a question with the Surangama mantra. So if, for example, we join the Thursday session on Zoom, can we do it from home?
Thursday session.
Yeah, we recite the Surangama mantra.
Who is it under?
Ahon.
Home. Can you do it from home?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Why not? It's okay.
Okay.
Now we've been doing it for a while. I should be okay. Absolutely. It's okay.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. When you practice under our umbrella, you have protection.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Emitofuo.
YouTube.
Thank you, Master. You have a question here from Dan. Hi, Master. Is memorizing the Shurangama mantra the same as reciting and practicing the mantra? When memorizing mantras, I would have to recite it over and over in order to memorize it. Thank you.
I highly recommend that those of you who can, to memorize the Shurangama mantra. It's a very, very special thing. You're doing a lot of good. You are able to do that. Okay, so it's well worth it. Yes, you have to recite it over and over again. But will generate inconceivable blessings for you. All right. By all means, try to memorize them, all of you. YouTube.
Oh, thank you, Master. I have another question. It's from Cordelia. Emitofuo, Master, the blessing that we get from the plaque, does it help pay off obstructions or the cause of the obstruction? How about the blessing we create from crossing our legs? Does that pay off the cause?
Yes, they both they work differently. Okay. Traditionally, people are taught to do Chan and cross the legs, especially for us Maha Chan. We learn to cross our legs and sit in full lotus because that requires you to endure some training, and so in doing so, you are paying off your karmic debts. Your karmic debts are paid off in the form of your enduring the discomfort from the posture, from the practice. Okay. Whereas the black blessings are used differently. So it's an additional layer, a different way for you to stack the odds for yourself. For example, there are times where for all of us, where our karmic obstructions are a lot more than we can handle. If you do able to do Chan, cross your legs, it's because you use your own blessings in order to try to overcome your obstructions. At times, for example, you try to cross your legs or think of crossing your legs, and you can't. Such examples could be maybe you have a car accident, okay, and your legs are broken, okay, or you're delayed, or your plane is shut down by anti-pain battery, and so forth. And so you have the karmic obstruction that come in a form not necessarily just your own, but also on other things. Okay, and so the more than you can handle, and therefore you need extra help. Another example where the cases where you need help is depression, for example. I met so many people who have depression, and for example, I talked to someone recently. She has depression for a long time, and I didn't dare say anything, because we don't say anything unless you ask. Okay, remember, if we say it before they ask, it's sales and marketing. Is that clear, Sianan? So you usually wait. We don't say anything. We know a lot when you see the problems you have, but we can't say anything unless you ask the right questions. Okay? And so, amazingly, I thought that she wouldn't make it. But so after all these years, all of a sudden she's able to practice Chan every single day. Okay? And not only that, listen to our Dharma talks, our Dharma lectures as well, every day. Okay? And she's very stable now. Okay? And so that's from primarily her own blessings. It took a long time, such a long time. And I felt so bad because I felt I couldn't say anything at all. I saw the struggles and difficulties, but I can't say anything. We can't. We have to request the Dharma before it's spoken. Very much like why we do a Dharma request before sutra lectures. Okay, the big dharmas you need to be requested before the Buddhas would transmit it to you, to us. And in particular, the big dharmas are extremely useful to you, must be requested. You need to know to request them, because if you don't, you won't ever learn. And so, for example, traditionally in our world, when you back then the Chinese wanted to learn Chan, what they did was they traveled long distances, okay, to come to a good known advisor, well-known good known advisor, and just bow and pray and say, please give us instructions. So that's why you have to request. You have to not only do you have to request, you also have to show your sincerity. Okay, and so all of a sudden, and I have other disciples of mine since I started teaching who also had issues with depression, but I couldn't say anything. I couldn't do anything. Okay. And this lady here, not only somehow she managed to struggle all these years, and now she's able to meditate regularly every day and listen to the Dharma talk every single day. Okay, that's how stable she is, and it transforms her. It's a different person, totally different person. That's how beautiful it is. The Dharma transforms you. Okay, but the times where she says, the days where I cannot even meditate. I don't feel like meditating. Actually, I don't feel like even listening to your Dharma. Okay? Meditation and listening to the Dharma anchors me every day. But there are days where I cannot even do it. Okay? Cannot meditate, don't feel like listening to the Dharma. Okay? I said, but I never insulted you. What did I do that you don't like? He said, it's not about you, it's depression. Okay? She's, let's see. I'd say she's 8th or first stage Arhat. 8th Samadhi, first stage Arhat. And the point here is that not just her, a lot of people, they have personal obstructions, karmic obstructions that they cannot handle. And that's why in the Chinese system that we borrowed from, we copied from, we use these black things to help resolve those karmic obstructions so that you're able to practice or recover even quicker. Okay? So there are two different things. In order for you to cross your legs, requires initial blessings so that you are able to cross your legs. Okay? But at times your personal, your own existing blessings are not enough. That's why you're not allowed to even come near or practice. Okay, so in simple terms, in Pure Land terms, it's called self-help and others help. Okay. Yes, JC.
Oh, Master, I have one more question. So in our guiding principle, it says we no seeking, no climbing, no begging. So when is it okay to request Dharma, and when does this principle apply and it's not okay to request Dharma? Is there any distinction between those two concepts?
Okay, could you make it clearer? Or would you like to say it in Korean?
Korean? So
I'm told that you're becoming more Korean than
yeah, I don't know. Like I think like Korean. I speak like Korean when I speak English and so on.
And now I don't understand your English anymore.
Oh.
It's a compliment. Aren't you proud? You're so Korean. Go ahead, XP, translate for her.
A good insult.
Ask it in Korean. And let the Korean check out her Korean.
지금 한국말로 한국말한테 어려운 것 같아. 나 진짜 산다. 아니 내가 한국말로 해. 아니야? 그러니까 동사 불반이 아사 불화형 공사 불구형 하면은 거기서 묻지도 말고 뭐 구하지도 말고 이런 얘기 하는데 법문은 청해야 된다고 하니까 어쩔 때는 청해도 되고 어쩔 때는 청하면 안 되는 건지 그 어떻게 구분할 수 있는지 그런 게 궁금한 거죠.
Sir, so sometimes our guiding principle said that we should not seek, but we have to request Dharma. So I'm confused. When should I seek, and when should I not seek?
See, she speaks a lot clearer in Korean than English. I rest my case. We lost another Korean citizen. I mean, American citizen to K-land. What do you think? Is requesting Dharma seeking or not? So when should we seek and when should we not seek? Very good question. I thought she has wisdom. And the question shows she has wisdom. Even questioning her own masters. That's wisdom. You're entitled to ask questions and question all the teachings, okay? Yeah. Master Z, go ahead. When can you seek? And when are you not supposed to seek?
We consider seeking when you look for the worldly benefits. But when we ask for the Dharma, it's not worldly, so I think in that case it's okay.
Asking for the Dharma is not worldly?
Yeah, we learn the Dharma to escape the reincarnation. How can it be worldly? I don't know.
Okay, young man, be careful. Requesting Dharma is not worldly? Seriously? Aha, hey, Emperor, are you okay now? Huh? See, Daddy knows how to diffuse it right away. You have to slap him very quickly because it takes a while for the ghost to... Okay? Okay, what's the difference? How can you not seek? I've been teaching you all these things for a long time now. Where we live is called desire realm. What do we do in the desire realm? We seek, aren't we? If we don't seek, you shall not live here. You don't belong here. You're at the wrong place. How can you not seek when you live here? Okay? So seeking is a natural part of life. We have to seek. Okay? So why do we teach you not to seek? Why are we taught by Master YongHua not to seek? What kind of seeking should we not do? All seeking? Or selective seeking? Hint, hint. Yes, Seven.
Emitofuo, Master. When we seek, that we look in outside, which is opposite with the way that we're supposed to look inside. So.
Okay. This is a disciple of Master YongHua. Okay, just be careful of the sources of information you get it from. Okay, how long have you been a disciple of his?
A few years.
Few decades. Okay, so we have an expert here. What's your answer again? I forgot.
When we seeking, then we try to look something outside us, and it's the opposite with cultivating the way that we should look inside.
We're practicing chant right now, sir. Disciple of Master YongHua.
Yes, and we should look inside. Yeah.
But what is the core part of the chant practice, sir, that your master taught you?
That as I learned, we should watch our mind and make sure it doesn't dwell in.
Any other disciple of Master YongHua? The 300 of you, please speak up. Anthony, what did you learn from Master YongHua's Chant Dharma? What is the core? What is the first thing you ought to do? Listen, everyone, carefully. Master YongHua is the best chant teacher that I ever met. So his wisdom is incredible. Okay, so please take it seriously. You should refer to his chant teachings as the core, your core of your chant practice. Yes, Anthony. What is the first thing that you should do?
Emitofuo. I'm not sure if Master YongHua said this, but I think we should practice the middle way. So I guess, as you said, in the desire realm we seek, but we should try not to indulge in it.
You complicated it for me. It's not wrong. Anyone, what is, when you practice chant, you practice Mahayana meditation. And I need you to understand this and make no mistake about this. When you practice chant, if you think of yourself as practicing chant, what is the first thing you do when you practice chant? What is at the core of your chant practice? You too.
Thank you, Master. Diego says, I think to request Dharma is beneficial for all living beings, so it's okay.
Which Diego are we talking about?
The Diego who's doing Spanish translation.
Okay.
Right now.
We forgive him. He's starting out. So, yes, Wei Mountain. What is the very first thing you ought to do when you practice chant? You want to learn meditation, Mahayana meditation. This is what you can tell the difference between the people who follow Mahayana meditation or non-Mahayana meditation. I don't care. Hinayana, Theravada, Vipassana, Tibetan. I don't care. Okay? It's only Mahayana or non-Mahayana. What is that people who practice Mahayana chant do? The first thing they do. I want you to remember this forever, okay? Next lifetimes.
Master taught me to seek for good knowing advisor.
And look, he's still around. You have to be constantly looking for a good knowing advisor. And once you found one, stick with him until he can no longer teach you. That's Mahachan. Yes? Isn't that seeking, sir? Isn't that seeking outside of yourself, sir? This is Master YongHua's teaching, folks. This is the first thing. Unfortunately, he never put it that way. But that's how I got it, from reading his books and looking at the way that he said, I'm going to have people teach you and train you and so forth. And what happened to me is that, that's why. At the core of the chant practice is that, do you have a good knowing advisor to come back to? That is seeking outside, sir. Okay? Because the nature of Chan is that it's black and white. It's nothing in between. So when you're not sure, especially those of you who practice Hua To, for example, you practice Hua To, and if you're not clear about black and white, you go berserk. You can go to demonic states right away. You practice Chan in particular, and if you are not clear about black and white, the delineation, you can enter demonic states. This is why the Vietnamese, the people who practice meditation get in trouble because they are wishy-washy. It's not allowed when you practice these high, intensive Dharma doors. Okay, so why did we teach you to not seek? No one knows? I just told you. Fundamentally, I don't care who you are. You're a bodhisattva, a Buddha seeking or not. Is Master Shua seeking or not? Now he says yes, his master is seeking. And his master teaches us not to seek. Reconcile the difference. So the answer is, he's teaching you, he's not teaching himself. Agree? Huh? Meaning what? Lee? It's having too much fun. Comment from JMT. It's so fundamental. We seek. Tell me who's not seeking. Even Master Shua is seeking. Even the Buddha is seeking, isn't he? Yes, O Abbot. Wow, look at them. They look cold, aren't they? You have to encourage them. And we will have the 5th channel, lip reading and sign language. Now we can hear you.
Con nghĩ không mưu cầu Hòa Thượng Nhân Hóa dạy đó là không mưu cầu về quần áo, thực phẩm, thuốc men, chùa chiền hay danh tiếng. Cái đó không cần thiết. Có cái gì thì cái đó thôi. Còn cái mưu cầu ở đây là cầu Pháp đó. Là mình không có biết, không cầu là làm sao mình biết mình tu. Không biết đường, không có ai chỉ thì sao biết đâu mà đi. Phải cầu thôi, ngay ngày dân thù sửa lợi mà phải đi hỏi Đức Phật. Cái có kinh Dược Sư.
That's right.
Làm sao mà mình tự mình biết mà không có thượng tri thức là mới biết đường đâu mình đi.
Excellent.
Chưa kể biết mà dạy không bị tổ quan nhập ma, bị điên nữa.
You should learn Vietnamese. I'm telling you, Mahayana originated from Vietnam, not China. He looks better, doesn't he? A little bit cold, but looks better.
Master, I think that not thinking in Master Shenhua teaching is about material things like your clothes, your shirt, and food or medicine. Those are not necessarily. However, when you're seeking for the Dharma, if you don't seek for the Dharma, how are you able to cultivate? even Manchushri Bodhisattva have to request the Dharma. That's why we have the Medicine Master Buddha Sutra available for us. If we don't seek, how are we going to be able to cultivate? How do we know the Dharma to be able to help ourselves?
Excellent. Very good. DDT.
저는 코멘트 아니라 질문이고요. 저도 반연에 대해서 질문을 드리고 싶었는데 제가자도 우리의 종지에 반연하지 말라는 게 그러니까 우리 종지에 반연하는 게 제가자도 포함되는 건지 아니면 출가 수행자만 포함되는 건지 일단 질문 드리고 싶고요.
Master, don't seek the condition. Is it also applied to lay people or only for left-on people?
What do you think?
제가
Careful. You my disciple now. You're not Master Shunhwa disciple, so the standards are higher.
제가 생각할 때 일단 첫째 반연하지 말라는 건 아상과 이고를 만족시키기 위해서 구하지 말라는 뜻 같고요.
So I think don't seek means not to seek to satisfy our ego.
그리고 제가 생각할 때는 제가자도 출가자만큼 엄격하지 않지만 자기의 이익을 위해서 다른 사람을 이용하지 말아야 된다는 걸로 종지를 삼아야 된다고 생각합니다.
So lay people also should not use other people to get gain for myself. But it's not as much as strict as left-on people.
그리고 세 번째 제가 이제 이 반연에 대해서 질문하려고 했던 의도는 출가자들이 반연을 하지 않는데 또 일은 돌아가야 되니까 옆에서 약간 출가자를 대신해서 제가자 입장에서 반연을 하는 경우가 있는데 그것 때문에 좀 의문을 가지게 됐습니다. 그래서 정리해 보면 제가자가 출가자를 대신해서 반연하는 것은 괜찮은 건지 그것이 질문의 핵심입니다.
So left-on people should not seek condition, but we should work. So sometimes the lay people seek conditions on behalf of left-on people. So my question is that is it okay for lay people to seek condition instead of left-on people to get work things done?
Okay. So we seek. We seek, and because that's what we do, where we live, we seek. Okay. So therefore, the teaching is meant for you to differentiate good seeking and bad seeking. He's the first teacher who says, don't seek, which then, when I heard of it, I let me tell you personally, I heard of it, I said, no seeking, wow, this is so new, because I was seeking my entire life, okay? Every single moment was seeking for something. Every breath every breath I take, every move I made. Buddha's watching me, seeking, okay? And it's amazing because he's the first teacher who says no seeking because everyone else glorified seeking except for him. It's beautiful. So therefore, after all these years, I'm so glad you finally asked the question. There's good seeking and bad seeking. Okay? You yourself know what's good, what's bad seeking, don't you? Yourself. But So his teaching is to remind us that it's not okay. Don't make excuses for bad seeking. That's what the no seeking means. That's point number one. If you yourself know when you seek in your daily life, you know in your heart it's bad seeking, don't you? I do. I do. Yes, we all know that because we always are looking, are greedy and looking for things, and therefore we, deep in our heart, okay, we know that seeking is not good, okay? And therefore, the teaching is a reminder that no, it's not okay because you know that it's not good seeking, then don't do it. You have to stop yourself. Is it clear? There's no one who stands by here and say, oh, bad boy, oh, naughty girl. No, you have to stop yourself. That's the teaching. Don't expect someone else to stop you. You have to stop yourself. You have to take responsibility for your seeking. Why? That's point number two. Why? Now, point number one, there's good seeking and bad seeking. Good seeking is okay, but no seeking here refers to the bad seeking. Is that clear? For all of us here in the Saha world, in the desire realm, we seek, that's what we do. But it's important to start out by paying attention to the bad seeking. And good seeking is okay. Seeking a good new advisor, seeking to become enlightened, seeking to help others, okay? Seeking to take care of our family, seeking to build a temple. No, never mind. Okay? Those are good seeking. And that's perfectly okay. And so it's amazing to me. I was shocked when I read the principles. It stuck in my mind immediately. I said, wow, this is the first teacher, first person, first philosopher, because I love philosophy, whoever said that no seeking, no climbing on conditions, no begging. It's so refreshing. And that's stuck in my mind. I couldn't remember anything else. But the first 3 lines there, okay, no seeking, no climbing conditions, no begging. Defines, brings you to a class of people who are superior. That's point number 2. Peace to you. Never mind. It's not your generation. You are too young. Okay. You understand? For all of us, there's good seeking and bad seeking, so watch out. And regulate your bad seeking yourself. Okay? Just you. But also, if you really think that you are part of the elite and you want to move on to the next higher realms of nobility, of transcendence, whatever, okay? Then to me, the non-seeking is for those people who are superior. Why? Why? It's beautiful. There's one line there. No seeking applies to low levels like me as well high level like Master YongHua. So there's certain times where he comes to me and said, Master, no seeking. Okay? Applies to both types of people. That's why I loved it. I loved the teaching. It stuck in my mind all these years. It's one of the most beautiful things. And he said, that's so original. So original. You will not find it anywhere else. Any other teaching from any monks, any patriarch. You too.
Thank you, Master. Lio has a question. Emitofuo, Master, does the Buddha also have something he is seeking? I thought he wanted nothing at all.
He created a Saha world, Shakyamuni Buddha created a Saha world seeking to save us.
Yeah.
He wasn't seeking to save us. Why would he have created a Saha world? Huh? See? All right, anyone else? The reminder is that if you don't understand the second point, and it refers to elite people like Master YongHua and so forth, actually it's a reminder that it's not just a small level where you pretend not to seek and so forth. Actually, if you don't seek at all, it will bring you to the elite. Why? It's beautiful. That's why. Just don't seek. You get up there. Why? Yes.
Master, I think you said before that if you don't seek, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will come to help you, so you don't have to seek.
Isn't that seeking?
Not really.
And pretending not to seek?
I don't think so. If you say so.
Very
there's
sneaky. So sneaky. Too Chinese. Wei Mom.
Master, is it because you're not seeking? That means you think less of yourself, like less calculating, and you're thinking about others more?
Not seeking is a state of wisdom. So when people have real wisdom, they don't seek anymore. Okay? And you start at the bottom by not learning not to seek. Yes, Wei Mountain.
Okay, so before your response right now, hi, Master. I was thinking, I thought it's like seeking without the attachment. It's like you said, the intention is to help, but it's not attached to it. Yeah.
How do you know that you can help but not attached to it? Be careful, lady. You are too smart. You have, what is it, 2 masters in what? I heard psychology. Huh? And, don't date anyone who studies psychology, by the way.
I know I should have shared that.
Let alone marry them.
Oh, well, it's already up there.
You too smart, okay? You absorb these words and these concepts like a sponge. But let me ask you, how do you know?
I do
How
remember
do you know you're
during,
not attached?
So, you know, so an example, Master, right now.
Excuse me,
the
just a
doors are
minute, just a minute. I want you to understand this is I'm teaching you debating skills. I'm giving you a glimpse of how to attack me, okay? How to debate
Oh,
me.
Lord.
Okay.
What did I get myself into?
You ask, when they use words, big words like this, you ask them, ask and return about you, okay? When you say not attached, how do you not attached? This is when you meet scholars and people who say, I am qualified, I've been certified, and so forth, and I understand this, okay? And then we ask you, you fix this problem. You help us fix this problem, but you have the same problem, okay? You don't let them get away with using words. This is where Master YongHua destroys all the people who came to ask him questions and try to make him look bad.
And look bad. So this is something that and the word understood. This is what I catch in one of the talks, is that I remember not seeking, and I questioned myself, how did I do that? And how I can only respond is that I may have this desire, but I allow it to happen if it needs to happen. And if it doesn't, then, you know, it is not maybe the time. And that's how it's like drop it and just let it be and flow. So that's how I understood it. And I know you will correct me if I catch that wrong.
You see, you ask one question, it takes them 5 minutes to explain it. That's the debate. Okay, it's not a personal attack. Okay, be careful. All I'm saying is that I'm not pointing out your mistakes. I'm pointing out that your tendency to conceptualize it because you're smart. Okay? You explain. You're good at explaining, but you're not good at looking at yourself. That's the problem with smart people, intellectual people. They know a lot, but they cannot see their weaknesses. They cannot see their lack of wisdom. They only are more comfortable, happy when they flaunt their strength, their wealth, their smarts, their success. They're too scared to flaunt their stupidity, their failures. They hide them, actually. And that's a lack of wisdom. Yes, you too.
Thank you, Master. We have another comment from Diego. He says, when you don't seek, it's because you see the emptiness of the self and the emptiness of the dharmas. So you know you're not attached because you're not afflicted by it.
That's right. When you become the level of Master YongHua, he understands he has no more seeking. That's why he can teach us about no seeking, whereas the other patriarchs did not. And it's a sickness in our times right now. We seeking, and seeking. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, those 3 principles there should be engraved in your brains and your heart. Okay? Freezing to death. We do not climb on conditions. What was it again? Dying of hunger. We will not beg. It's so beautiful. And dying of poverty, we will not seek. Those are the characteristics of superior people, folks. You just look at people and see if they seek climate conditions or beg. And you see such people, hire them. Because they'll be real assets to your organization. And since we don't have such caliber people in our organization, and we cannot afford to hire them, we fabricate them. Train them. Turn them into no seeking, no begging, no climate conditions. All right, anyone else? Can we just gossip or something? I don't feel like going in the next 20 minutes into profound principles. Yes, Apple, number 1.
Thank you, Master. I'm started to gossip. I want to share a story about my cultivation. Not only help myself, also benefit my friends. I told Master this story before, but at that time I didn't realize my friend take advantage of my cultivate too. So I want to tell you the whole story. About half years ago, I did lead climbing in the gym. And normally when we did lead climbing, we will fall, sometimes fall 1 meter or 2 meters. It's a normal. So my belayer will guide me by using a rope and a belay device. So that day, somehow, when I fall almost 9 meter, is about 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, something like that. So I don't know why.
You break anything?
No, I didn't get hurt. It's
30 feet?
Yeah. 9 meter, I think it's 30 feet. Yeah.
9 meters.
No, finally the rope got me.
Caught you?
Yeah, but
because I look at you, so wow, iron body.
No, yeah, somehow I don't know why her device just didn't engage. So the first halfway I feel is just a free fall, and then I can feel the friction from the rope and the device. So when I finally got caught, I have a soft landing. My feet just touch the ground.
Whoa.
But I got caught from my belayer. So there's other climbers in the gym, and my friends also here, all the people, even the staff from the gym, they came around me to check on me, but I'm totally fine. I also check myself because before I started my cultivation, I was traumatized by a car accident, so I know how it is. So I check myself. I feel everything is normal. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't panic. I wasn't scared. So I feel pretty normal. So, but my belayer was almost crying because she got shocked. And I can feel her because I'm a climber, I'm also a belayer. We belay each other. So I know I cannot imagine if someone fall in front of me from my hand. So I know how he's feeling. So I just come to her and tell her I'm okay, I'm totally okay, physical and mentally okay. But later she said she was traumatized. She cannot stay here. She want back home. I said, okay, just back home. Take care of yourself. And after her leaving, I asked I talked to the supervisor of the gym. I want to know what happened. So I request to watch the video because there's some camera inside. But for some reason, the guy said, I cannot share the video to you, but I can watch the video. And later he talked to me, said, it seemed like you didn't anything wrong, but both are not sure what happened to the device, to the belayer device, because my belayer used a different device from me, so I'm not familiar with the device he used. So after the session, I back home. I got a lot of message from my belayer. She felt so bad and she feels so guilty. And I was just keeping tell her I'm okay, don't overthink, because I knew her very well. She sensitive and fragile, sometimes overthinking, and I shared all the information I got from the gym. So she also did some research. It turns out the device has a bug. So the manufacturer has already discontinued the device. There's also other case has the same situation. So, but my belayer, she doesn't know that. So that's why these things happen.
Did people actually die because of the failure of the delaying device?
Maybe nobody died, but somebody got very badly hurt, broken.
Broken bones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, so I talked to my...
What do you guys do for excitement? It's kind of strange. You ever consider going to Vegas, for example?
Yeah, actually I will go to Vegas.
To climb?
Yeah, I have been there many times, but I have never go to downtown.
Yeah.
I just stay in the Red Rocks. For climbing.
To climb,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm so happy. Both us, my belayer and I, back to our routine in the gym very soon, and she recovered from the accident very soon. She looks pretty good. I'm happy for her, and I wasn't expect this result because she really overthinking everything. Yeah. She texts me a lot, and
you still let her delay you?
Yeah, I still trust her. He did something.
Some people never learn.
Yeah, we learn together. We learn together how her device work and why it's happened. There's bug. There's bug of her device.
Yeah. Okay, so what is your point?
My point is, thank you, Master, and all the Sangha teach me and guide me how to cultivate. I think I'm totally fine. Mentally, I didn't get traumatized from the accident, and also my belayer. I feel because I'm totally fine. So he recovered soon also.
For the sake of clarity, can I clarify this? I'm not advocating that she stays with her delayer. Okay, I'm trying to gently point out to her, there's a lack of wisdom here somewhere.
Oh, really?
But it's okay. Or some sort of blind loyalty here, okay? But be careful, you know.
Be careful for the rock climbing. Okay, yeah, sorry, it's bad example. No,
hey, Bo Gyong at DTT, she's a climber. What would you do? Let me ask her. She's not into the delay thing. Okay? Would you? Let me ask her. She's another climber. Would she go back to the same person who almost got her killed?
네, 마스터, 저도 지금 애플이 말할 루프로 이용해서 올라가는 클라이밍을 했었는데, 저도 한 15m 정도에서 떨어졌었는데 너무 무서웠어가지고, 그런데 클라이밍 자체가 그런 거를 두려움이나 무섭고 다칠 수 있고 죽을 수 있다고 하는 거를 감안하면서도 정말 하고 싶은 그런 스포츠 중에 하나거든요. 저도 지금 마스터가 말리시지 않고 수행을 안 하고 있더라면은 지금 여기 법장사에 안 와 있고 지금 산 타고 있거나 돌 잡고 있을 것 같습니다.
So I also did rope climbing, just as Apple said. So I also had an experience fall down 15 meters. So I was very scared.
Makes me wonder why people go climbing again. Is this like the thrill of falling down? Continue, yeah. Translation.
So even if there's some fear of death and so much scary, but climbing itself has so much attractive. So if master don't say to me not to do climbing, and if I don't cultivate, maybe I'm go to some mountain and then maybe I am doing climbing right now.
Hallelujah. Yeah. It's what people. I understand the thrill seeking and so forth. And you know, let me tell you a secret about why people like to climb, especially the ones that climb without ropes. They fascinate me. The famous international climbers who climb who go after the most dangerous places in the world. They go everywhere, and they mark this is this and that. And so there's a holy grail of dangerous places where you climb without any rope at all. Okay, the best ones, they all die. Why? No. When this is a Chan thing, okay? Since we're in a Chan theme, so I bring it up for you so that you didn't request the Dharma for nothing. Okay? This is the secret of life, let me tell you, that we Chan people understand. We cannot say anything. This is why she climbs, this is why Bo Gyong climbs, this is why those people climb without ropes. You know why? Because I look at those people who died already, climbing without ropes, and they're so famous. I admire these people. They're fearless. The one thing that they have is, at least a few that I saw, I can't claim I saw them all, that's documented in HBO and those places, okay? I don't climb like you guys. I only hear the second hand or third hand. They have depression. Depression. So when they climb ropes, and this is Chan folks, when they put themselves in those cases, like Bo Kyung, like her, like those people, okay, the danger forces them to concentrate and enter samadhi, which frees them from depression. This is why they keep on coming back to it until they kill themselves. Because depression ultimately designed to kill you. Depression goes, objective is to kill you. Yeah, rebirth flags, eh? Just in case. Don't worry, Cordelia will take care of you. If you don't. You understand? It's fascinating to me. This is why, folks, I love hearing about these, looking into these extraordinary famous people who did things that are incomprehensible to us. I finally said, wow, they're trying to kill themselves. Ultimately, it's depression that drives you, because when you are depressed, okay, if you're lighter level, your therapist, okay, would tell you go exercise. It helps your depression. Yeah? Okay. Those of you who have depression, when you have depression, go exercise. Don't stay on your bed. Get out of bed. Go run. Go bike like silver hair. Okay? Because it's relief for your depression. But in these people, in these cases, their depression is so much more severe. Okay? So the physical exercise is not enough yet. It's the thrill and the danger of risking their lives that forces them to go into samadhi, okay? And they feel good. So they go from one extreme to feeling depressed to feeling good. They're seeking that feeling. And therefore, if they are no longer threatened, they don't no longer feel threatened by the climb, they don't enter samadhi. They don't feel good. That's why they have to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing themselves. What do? Normal people, we get married. Okay? Or we go to Vegas. But no, these people, they know the pattern. That is what these people don't realize. You have to put your life at risk, because that's how you can enter samadhi a lot easier. And that's their Dharma for entering samadhi. For us, we train you, Chan, to free yourself from your depression. They don't have that technology, so they have to put their lives at risk and eventually kill themselves, because it's a depression scheme. Even the pros don't even realize it. In the therapists and so forth, they have no clues. And they say, oh, he's a superstar. These are victims of depression, folks. They're all dead. And they're beautiful people. You see them after they climb. Did you see? I love it when I see, when the guy hang around with a loser woman. And, yeah, whatever. I forgot the name. So she's a loser. Yeah. Okay. And she's also a climber, right? And with rings around the nose and tattoos everywhere. And I see that. Okay, she's also depressed, but not as severely depressed as this guy. And the guy, okay. So normally when he's with his girlfriend, is He's depressed, of course. But after his climb, and they interview him because that's a big deal. He's covered by the AP, by CNN, by local news. He's a celebrity. Many, and they interview him and say, "Wow, he is in samadhi. He feels good." So it's a depression ghost scheme to kill these people. Apple, rebirth blessings. And they say, "Oh, thank you, Master, for teaching me Chan, so I don't lose faith in my delayer." I said, "Oh my God." And her husband's gonna blame me because of my Chan, she never lost faith in her delayer, who eventually will kill her. And Bo Gyung is going to break not only the legs, also her hips. Yeah. Wei Mao.
Hi, Master. There's actually a documentary that won the Oscars a couple years back about this, and it's everything that you said is true. It's called Free Solo, and he's the best climber in the world. He climbed El Capitan.
He's extraordinary.
In Yosemite, and
his
everything you
feats
said.
are extraordinary.
Yeah. So everything you said is true with that. And also, I practice martial arts. I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a bunch of other ones. And in martial arts and sports, we call our version of samadhi as flow. And that experience is like you only know what is next and nothing else. When you're in deep, when you have to fight against another person and somebody's trying to choke you out or whatever, there's no thinking beyond what is the right immediate thing your body needs to do. And it is addictive. And so if I've snapped my femur in half. I have a metal rod in my femur for being thrown in judo. And so, and there's many other people with crazier injuries than this. And so that there is that addiction. And so what I do is pales in comparison to those people that you're talking about.
Absolutely.
So the level of addiction for them is insane.
Yeah. You young. You don't understand. My generation. Okay.
I'm not young anymore.
And these people, it's do or die. There's no excuse. You go to the war, it's do or die. This is when you want to know what China is like. Go to Ukraine. Okay? It's do or die. That's it. And pray to the Lord.
Well, Master, I originally had some really good gossip, but I forgot about it when you just said all that.
Sorry.
So I forgot the gossip. I have to go back to the striving bit for a second. There's, I think in Taoism, there's a concept called Wu Wei, and I think it means something like
unconditioned.
Huh?
Unconditioned. The way of nature is unconditioned.
Yeah. Okay, so I got it wrong. I thought it had something to do with more like effortless action and doing what, or maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, doing what is in the flow and not fighting against.
It's Vietnamese called Vô Vi, but the Taoist, according to Taoism, Vô Vi is unconditioned, is a way of nature. Nature is Vô Vi, but they don't understand nature. That's why they call it Vô Vi.
So when we talk
and
about
the Vietnamese are very impressed by the concept of Vô Vi, but the Vietnamese don't understand Vô Vi. Wu Wei.
Wu Wei.
Vô Vi.
I was thinking, does non-striving, would it fit with that? Of
no.
Not striving against the flow of things? Or is it too different to kind of think of it in the same way?
Totally different. Okay, next, we need to wrap it up. Yes, DTT. Be nice, okay? This is another climber.
마스터. 제인가 애플에게 추천해주고 싶은 건 우선 왕생미패 올리는 거는 올리는 거고, 저는 좀 위험한 클라이밍을 할 때 항상 간세음 보살님과 지장 보살님을 외우고 올라갔었거든요. 근데 생각보다 그때 좀 위험한 걸 했지만은 다치진 않았어요. 그러다가 결국에 다리가 부러지긴 했는데, 부러지고 마스터가 저보고 클라이밍 이제 하지 말라고 하셨는데, 그럼 또 다치겠어 하고 가서 사실 한 번 더 했거든요. 근데 그때 한 번 또 위에서 떨어졌는데 무릎으로 턱을 찍으면서 엄청 크게 다쳤어요, 또. 그래서 그때 엄청 크게 한 번 더 다치고 나서 진짜 이제는 하면 안 되겠다 싶어가지고 회원권 돈이 되게 많이 남았는데도 불구하고 그 뒤로는 그냥 맨날 명상만 했습니다. 감사합니다. 살려주셔서 감사합니다.
Sounds like she's making excuses. Translation.
I want to say to Jane and Apple, the first request the reverse plug.
Yeah,
and then I want
good
to
idea.
So before I do dangerous climbing, I always recite Guanyin Pusa or Earth or Bodhisattva.
Boy, no wonder. They're so busy.
So after that, even if it's dangerous, I didn't get hurt. But in the end, I broke my leg, and the master said, "Do not climbing again."
And she went out and climbed again.
Yeah, and then I
The
went
following
there.
week.
Yes,
Look at her
I
and
did.
explain to her, let me tell you, girl. I talked to her at JC. I said, look, here, listen, girl, let me tell you. Let me explain to you why you climb. I told her already. Not in as clearly, in clear terms as tonight, about the famous climber who killed himself because of depression attack. I didn't explain to her the depression attack for her. I only explained to her that you guys like to challenge yourself, push yourself, and push yourself, and push yourself. This is why you're bound to get hurt. That's how you got hurt. And if you come back, you go back to that, you have to keep on pushing yourself. Otherwise, it's no fun for you to climb. And that's why you hurt yourself again. And he said, yes, Master, yes, thank you so much for telling me. And then she went out and climbed again. Oh, well. Yes, 6. Be nice. Some of these people, we never see them again. Climbers.
Just sharing. I used to be a climber as well. And Master, you're absolutely right. Now I think about it.
Depression.
Climbing was probably the happiest time I had before.
Absolutely.
It was a really beautiful moment. It was so enjoyable.
Why would you risk your life? Think about it. It's for cheap thrills.
Because it was really...
It feels good.
It was really like enter samadhi. It was really so special.
Yeah.
But then I stopped climbing pretty much around the time where I started meditation. So I think after
it
that...
It wasn't with us.
Yes, of course.
It was? Really? So we saved your life?
Actually, it's... I mean, to be honest, the one reason is also I start having kids, so that's another reason. I think it just takes too much time to do that and enter samadhi for like a little short time. But then meditation is much easier. You can just do it at home.
But wait. You start having kids? And I thought your kids are raised by grandma and daddy.
Oh no, Master, that's not true.
You see, that's our Dharma talk. We talk about anything, okay? Okay, thank you everyone. Good evening.